Most people think having a very high IQ must feel like a superpower. They imagine someone who learns everything instantly, solves complex problems effortlessly, speaks several languages, and becomes successful long before everyone else. But reality is much more complicated than that. Highly intelligent people often experience life in unusual ways. They think differently, notice things others ignore, and sometimes struggle with problems that seem invisible to everyone around them. What's even more interesting is that intelligence doesn't always look the same. There are different kinds of highly intelligent people, and you might recognize yourself in one of these personalities. One type is the scattered genius. At first glance, their life can look completely disorganized. Their room is untidy, their plans constantly change, and they lose everyday things like wallets, keys, or phones all the time. They start multiple projects but rarely finish them before moving on to something else. But inside their mind, there's non-stop activity. Their curiosity jumps rapidly from one subject to another. One minute they're learning about psychology, then suddenly they're watching videos about black holes, and later they're sketching business ideas or writing random thoughts in the middle of the night. Their brain feels overloaded with ideas all happening at once. Even though this mental chaos can make life difficult, it also creates incredible creativity. They connect completely unrelated ideas in ways most people never think about. Science, art, human behavior, technology, and imagination all mix together inside their mind. The challenge is that their interests change so quickly that staying focused long enough to complete something becomes extremely hard. Another type is the personality chameleon. These intelligent people are experts at understanding others and adjusting to different environments. When they're around serious people, they become calm and thoughtful. Around energetic people, they turn funny and outgoing. Around confident people, they seem fearless and social. It almost looks like they can transform depending on who they're with. But this doesn't mean they're pretending. They simply understand human emotions and social behavior at a very deep level. They know how to make people comfortable, how conversations work, and what kind of energy fits different situations. Because of this, others usually feel connected to them very quickly. However, constantly adapting has a hidden cost. After spending so much time matching everyone else's personalities, they can slowly lose connection with their own identity. It becomes difficult to know which version of themselves is the real one. Then there's the intense overanalyzer. These people live inside their thoughts almost constantly. Their brain rarely takes a break. Even tiny situations can become endless mental puzzles. A simple text message can send them into hours of analysis. Why did that message sound different? Did I offend them? Are they secretly upset? Their imagination fills small details with meaning and creates entire stories from almost nothing. They replay conversations repeatedly, predict future problems before they happen, and prepare for situations that may never even exist. Sometimes making ordinary decisions becomes exhausting because they've already imagined every possible result. Their intelligence helps them recognize patterns, predict problems, and notice details others completely miss. But the downside is that their mind never truly relaxes. While everyone else is asleep, they're lying awake remembering awkward moments from years ago like they just happened yesterday. On the outside they may seem quiet and composed, but internally their thoughts never stop moving. So which one feels closest to you? The creative but chaotic thinker, the social shapeshifter, or the non-stop overthinker? Maybe you're a mix of all of them. Because intelligence isn't only about school grades, formulas, or academic achievements. Sometimes it appears as creativity, deep curiosity, emotional awareness, silence, or even mental chaos. And many times, the smartest person in the room is the one nobody notices immediately.